Hi, friend. So I am curious to find out from you if you've ever heard this quote: money isn't everything. It's not everything, but it is right up there with oxygen, right? I don't know if you've ever felt that, oh my gosh, I have my head just above water, right? Financially speaking. And what's interesting about money is that there's an interesting dynamic that is kind of like a love-hate relationship with it. And depending on what season of life you're in or the mindset of life that you're in, it may make it easier or more difficult for you to come across money and do what you want to do with money and have the life you want. And so this week, we're going to be talking about this relationship that we have with money. We're going to be talking about the mindset surrounding money. And I'm going to ask you a question. What are some of the biggest problems that you're noticing people are experiencing in the world today? Right, we are in the end of the first month of 2021, and there's a lot of problems in the world, right? And I'm curious to find out. There's health issues, there's job losses, there's income concerns, relationship issues, mental health issues. There's different issues and different challenges that people are facing, right? Now, whatever that challenge might be that you're thinking of, I want you to kind of work with me here and kind of go with me for a minute. If you were to come across an extra $5,000, an extra $7,000, how would it affect that issue? Okay. There's a very good chance that it may not fix a relationship, but one of the biggest challenges that relationships face are surrounding money. So how is it that an extra $5,000 would affect that? There's also the sadness that comes along from the loss of a loved one, right? How would an extra $5,000 affect that? Obviously, it's not going to bring your loved one back, but what it will do is it will offer you the opportunity to maybe take some time to heal, right? That is an option. It may give you some opportunities to create preserve memories in ways that you might not otherwise have been if you didn't have that money. And so I'm just using this as an example of how it is that, yes, money is not everything, okay? However, it can make some situations a little bit easier. The challenge is when we see the thing that can make life easier as the enemy or as the thing that is making life worse. Okay. So there's a cute story of this little boy that this lady was taking care of these kids, and it was the little boy's birthday, and she had cupcakes. Little boy was probably 8 to 10 months old, and she had candles on the cupcakes, and they were going to sing happy birthday. And they were looking at these candles. And what she didn't notice is that the little boy she was holding reached out and touched the candle. And that wasn't fun for that little boy. And so all of a sudden, that every time she noticed that every time she brought up cupcakes, he wanted nothing to do with them. He associated cupcakes with pain because he put his hand in the fire the first time he saw it, right? And what happened, there's another cute story of a little boy, or there was a fire, and the firemen went into the building to rescue a little boy, but the fireman was in a full gear. And when the little boy saw the fireman, he didn't recognize him. He didn't know who he was. He was afraid of the fireman, and he was trying to get away from the fireman. And that is what ends up happening in the world of finances and in the world of money. There is that love-hate relationship where, cupcakes in and of themselves are not painful. However, if you have had a painful experience surrounding something that involved money, you might in the back of your mind say, oh, money hurts. Money's difficult. Money's painful. Okay. Or maybe you've heard of somebody that has used money in a negative way, in a mean way, that takes advantage of people. And so you might have decided in your head that money is evil, or that money is that people that are wealthy are evil. Okay, but it's the same thing as that cupcake and the candle. The cupcake has nothing to do with what the candle did, but somehow there was that connection that was made. Okay. And if we don't recognize that disconnect that we have in our brain, okay, if we don't realize that the disdain that we have or the fear that we have is misplaced or misdirected, the fear and the disdain should be to the candle, not to the cupcake, right? If we don't understand that, we might end up being like the little boy that ran away from the fireman, thinking that the fireman was there to hurt him, when actually the fireman was there to help him. Okay. And so what we're going to be doing this week is we're going to be dissecting some mindsets and some beliefs surrounding money and how it is that we can unlock those so that you can live a more full life. You can live a bigger life. Once again, I don't believe that money is everything, but I do believe that it can help situations. And so therefore, I am no longer afraid of it. And I used to be afraid of it. And I'm still making friends with it. Okay. And so I'm looking forward to this week as I continue to evolve in my relationship with money. But I wanted to outline how it is that our challenge will work. Okay. There will be from Monday through Friday, there will be a question that is posted in the morning. And every time that you answer a question, you're basically entering for a drawing for a prize. Okay. So you're going to have an opportunity to enter the drawing for the prize in the morning from Monday through Friday on the questions that are going to be asked. And also in the evening, there will be a video with a challenge post. Okay. And when you engage in that post, in that same thread, you earn an entry into a drawing for a prize. So what are we giving away? There will actually be 3 prizes that we're giving away. Number 1, we're going to be giving away a Fitbit Versa 2. Okay. We're going to be giving away one of those at the end of this week. It will be announced on Sunday night. You have an opportunity to enter at least twice a day from Monday through Friday. And you have this bonus opportunity today to enter for a drawing. I'm going to give you your challenge in just a minute. And then we'll also have a challenge on Saturday. Okay. Now we're also going to be giving away a bonus prize sometime during the week. And you're going to just have to show up to find out when and what that's going to be. So as you're entering each day to the prize, you may just win an extra bonus prize halfway through the week. And then at the end of the week, we're going to offer you an opportunity. You're going to have the chance to multiply some income and so some money. Okay. And so I can't wait for everybody to kind of see how this all evolves and how this challenge changes your relationship with money. And so the challenge for today is going to be to share down below ways that you have seen that money has done good in the world, right? I have shared this before. I remember one time I actually went to a benefit where they were building a hospital in Kenya. And that as people were like raising their paddles, you know, and sharing, offering money to help build this hospital, I just couldn't help but sit back and think, wow, you know, there were people that were offering $25,000, $75,000, $100,000 to help build a hospital. How much good will be done with that money, right? And I started thinking, man, I want to be able to do that. I want to have the freedom to give to that level of freedom, right? And so the challenge for today is for you to type down below ways that you have seen that money has been used for good in the world. And so with that being said, I invite you to check back every morning, Monday through Friday, for the question so that you can engage and get your entry into your prize. And in the evening, listen out for the video that's going to give you the challenge for the day. And you can engage in that thread and you'll get entered into a prize. See you later, guys.